Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 1, Lance.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. An early time. This is 3rd and 8.
Working from the gun, Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw, it's Lance.
Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run with Mostert.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
They live for this.
All the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance on the move to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Lance now to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's in at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Seahawks.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, this rivalry, Charles, the Seahawks and Niners, really one of the best in the NFL. So many great games in the last decade or so between these two. Where does this one rank for you in terms of best rivalries of, let's say, the 21st century?
I'm so glad you phrased it that way because we look back on some of the best rivalries in the NFL. We're talking about traditional rivalries like Bears-Packers. But here in the 21st century, it's hard to beat Seahawks and Niners because when they get together, you're often playing for division titles, positioning in the playoffs, and chasing the Super Bowl. Similar to Ravens and Steelers, two of the best rivalries in the NFL.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now a play fake. Lance steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A gain of 32 that time.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Forced out to his left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Lance.
That's Samuel caught left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lance going to throw.
Right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to... the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And off it goes. And they will not get a chance. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Lance. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
On play action, Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Throwing now is Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Shotgun now for Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Squeeze, double. Run left. 54 is Mike. Check out right there. 54. I got it. Mike 54. Mike 54. Big one.
Wilson will throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, you just kind of feel